This video is a short class on growing your own veggies from seed. You can see here that there's some little seed starts that have come up in these pots, and they're being started indoors. When you're growing little plant starts indoors, you need to make sure that it's both a warm and sunny location. You also want to make sure that you can get the plants wet and keep them moist. It's not necessary to have a greenhouse. You could use your garage or a kitchen window. When you're getting ready to plant your vegetables, you need to collect your tools. I save pots for reusing. There are some handy trays that we can often pick up at Lowe's. One of the most important things is having good soil to start your plants in. I recommend that you first find what's called seed starting mix. There are many different varieties, and you can find them at Lowe's or a local garden store. Of course, the most important thing is deciding what you want to grow. Here I have some examples of types of seed that people choose to start indoors. It's important that you read the back of the seed packets before you buy the seeds and make sure it's something that you know you can grow in your own home garden, in a planter, or in the ground. One of the easiest things to grow are beans, and there are so many different varieties. After you've chosen your seeds that you will be starting and begin to plant them, I recommend that you keep the seed packets. Save them so that you have directions for what to do next. This little short video shows you the process of choosing seeds and putting them in the pots. It's important that you go slowly and sprinkle the seeds and cover the seed with soil according to the directions. Some seed only needs a little bit of a cover, whereas other seed may need to be buried fairly deeply. Generally speaking, the depth of the soil needs to be 2 or 3 times the width of each seed, which is not very much. But once you have it all in the pots and the soil on top, you pat it down gently to make sure that the soil is secure around the seeds. All seeds are different in terms of how much water they need once they start growing. But in the beginning, you want to make sure that you water them carefully, as well as keeping them moist until they germinate. You want to keep them covered with some kind of plastic and check the moisture daily. The new seeds will begin to sprout according to the directions on the package because each plant species is very different. You want to make sure that they're in the light and that they're kept warm. These little seedlings have just burst forth out of the soil and the seed shell. You can see there's just a couple of little leaves, and we want to make sure that the plant has grown and developed more leaves before you move them into a larger pot. They need to be at least 2 inches tall. and the soil needs to be warm. When you're getting ready to plant outside, remember to look at your seed packet and read the directions. Make sure that the days are warm enough and that the plant will be ready to go outside. Some plants are more sensitive than others. And don't forget that you can plant some flowers and herbs the same way, growing them from seed. Some plants, like pansies, can handle the cooler weather and are happy to go outside in March. Happy gardening!